Hey, it's Catherine from CatherinePuller.com. Today's video is going to show you how to use Stampin' Up's Thinlits and a little technique using gelatos. The Thinlits by Stampin' Up this pack comes with 3. It's Love, Merry, and Thankful. I'm going to pull out this Merry, and I like to do a 2-for-1 with this. So when I punch out, I do it from a large piece of cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4, because then you can use the positive and the negative and make 2 cards with 1 pass of your paint shot. Actually, more than 1 pass. I recommend sending it through a couple different times to make sure you get it cut out well. This is a pretty intricate die, so you may even, depending on your big shot, experiment with it, because you may also need a shim, which you can just take like a little piece of computer paper. You can take another piece of cardstock. I'm going to pull this off, and then you can see that this is going to just pull out. You're going to want to be really careful so that you can use both sides. Just carefully pull that out. I've also heard you can run this through with wax paper, and I'm going to be honest with you, these are not my framelits, so I have not done that, because I think once you do the wax paper, it stays in there, and then maybe it's easier to punch out. I think that's what it is. If you know, you can leave a comment on YouTube or on my blog to let us know if you have had experience with that. Now, you're going to notice there are places here that are going to need to go back into the negative, so be careful when you push those out. Don't throw them away, save them, because you can see on this love card, I went ahead and glued those right back inside. So we'll just punch those out. So I'm just saving these off to the side for a moment, and honestly, I think a couple of these, like maybe where the R is, if you didn't save that piece and you didn't fill it in, I don't think anyone would notice. On the back side of the Thinlit, you're going to notice that there are little holes, and that's so that you can poke through. Be careful not to actually poke a hole through it though. And then once you start pulling up in one spot, you'll be able to carefully pull your paper out of the framelit. It's in there snug, so be real careful and just be patient and carefully pull that out. Now that I've got that pulled out of the Thinlit, I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to get down and dirty with these gelatos. I got a pack the other day at the craft store, and it came with a little rainbow assortment, and since I'm doing holiday, I'm just going to pull out the gold and the green and the red and put these aside. On this love card, I used these pinks and corals and the orange right here. They're just beautiful. The gelatos come in a little container. It's like a little chapstick. They're almost like crayons. They're really soft, and there's a lot of different things you can do with them, and I'm just going to show you this one little technique now. I'm just going to rub these onto my cardstock. This really random kind of crazy artsy look is very hot and popular in the crafting world right now. And I'm just taking my finger and I'm rubbing the color and I have a little piece of paper towel here. You can even take a wet or a damp paper towel and rub it over your gelatos as well. Just play with it and see what kind of look you get and have fun. Now that gives a nice little backdrop for the Merry. If you want to add more color, you can do so. Just come right back in, give a couple more swipes. Just play with it and see what look you get. And then to adhere this, you can use a 2-way glue or a little bit of liquid glue and just apply it to the back. Liquid glue you have to be really super careful with though, because that can kind of spill out from the sides when you put it down on your card front. So you have to be really, really sparing with it. So I'm just using my 2-way glue. I think that's going to work great. And then I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper and just rub over the top to get that all adhered down and stuck. I finish off my card with a red layer and a white card base and a little bit of bling. And I don't know if you can see, but the gold is shimmery, so it's really cool. Tell me this wouldn't be a great card for your kids to help out with. because, you know, they like getting messy and getting artsy like this. I love the artsy look of that. 4 different cards using the Thinlits and some gelatos and just different fun things. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to click the link below the video in the description so you can visit my blog and see all the supplies and everything that I used on this and see my blog post. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'd love to hear your experience with the Thinlits and if you have any tips that I left out. Thanks so much for viewing. Have a wonderful day.